While I know it's just a leak, apparently there's this leak or rumor that Big B Wolf from The Wolf Among Us will be a DLC character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I've not heard anyone talk about this. I've just seen, a news headline about this. But that is crazy. The Wolf Among Us in Smash. Now that got me thinking, what better time than now to count down the top 10 characters that would be insane if they were in Smash, but will probably never happen. I will clarify with you all that this is not a list of characters I want to see in Smash. More of characters I would think are going to be in Smash. This list is just for fun. It's for characters that, yes, I would love to see in Smash and would be awesome, would get everyone to lose their shit, but they have, close to no chance of being in. But they have to be video game characters. Anyways, let's get started. But before we do that, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, and leave a comment, and you'll be a loyal subscriber.
I wanted to give to you, in the last part of your notes here, the significance spiritually of the number 10.
Okay, we're already starting off with a character from a series that has been dormant for the past eternity, and is known for its blood and gore. That series is Splatterhouse. Yeah, it's literally called Splatterhouse. And that character is named Rick Taylor. I mean, just look at him. Just on the way he looks alone. I don't think he'll ever be in Smash. But imagine the reaction if he were to be added. I mean, it would be like Terry. Half would go crazy, and the other half would have no clue who he is. But I feel like it would be still crazy because Terry looks like he can fit with Smash. Rick Taylor does not. I'm not quite sure what his moveset can be, which is why he's only at number 10. But Rick Taylor can actually work as a guest character in Mortal Kombat. Just throwing that out there. Now we go to a character who also doesn't really have a well cut out moveset for Smash, despite being in PlayStation All-Stars, and that is Big Daddy from BioShock. I mean, we are getting the BioShock collection coming to the Switch, which could mean something, along with XCOM and Borderlands, but characters from those games will not be on the list. I'm sorry. But that could mean something. But Big Daddy will probably never be in Smash, just because he wouldn't really fit. Rick Taylor wouldn't fit, and Big Daddy, while he has his name is cartoony enough, and he kind of looks like someone who could be in Smash, I just can't see it ever happening. It would be a great way to represent BioShock, one of the greatest games of all time, and one of which everyone should absolutely play. And if Big Daddy gets in Smash, I'm sure people will lose their shit, including me.
So I'm going to be giving this flavor 8.5 out of 10 scoops.
Now I know leaks are super easy to make, and I shouldn't believe them unless, of course, they have a decent amount of evidence. So this one I'm about to talk about does not have any of that. But I remember seeing a leak a while back on 4chan. Yep, listing a number of characters that will be in the second Fighter Pass. If I had the leak, I'd show you, but I don't. But one of those characters listed was Gex. And I thought to myself,
Gex would actually fit in great.
I mean, he's cartoony enough, and he even holds a similar legacy to many of the other third-party characters already in Smash. His moveset would be pretty interesting, as I can't say we've ever gotten a character that is a lizard like Gex. There are many things holding Gex back, though. I mean, he's from Square, which they're pretty stingy, plus there are many more franchises waiting to be represented before Gex. Second, he's beyond irrelevant, which relevance shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I get it, but like, there's Banjo-Kazooie where it's still relevant enough where everyone wants a new game, and then there's Gex, where the franchise's organs have been harvested, decomposed, and eaten by aliens. That was a really bad analogy, but what I'm saying is Gex is beyond dead. The franchise is not coming back, but never say never.
36.
Very close, but that's not it. Let's go to Gary the Retard. What number between 2 and 4?
Look, I'm actually kind of in doubt about whether or not we'll get another Microsoft character. Yeah, that does include Master Chief and Steve. But that being said, that takes a second Rareware character out of the question. Now, you hear me say second Rareware character, and you probably think Conker, but I'm talking about the Battletoads. There are people that think about Conker being in this game, but not too many people think about the Battletoads. Yes, by the way, all three of them. I'm not quite sure what the character would be called. Would it just be called Battletoads? And would you get to use all three of them? Like how the Ninja Turtles are like in Injustice? Would it be like Hero, where you get one of them as the base and the rest are costumes, and they each have their own colors? If so, then would they really do 9 colors? There is many questions that come up when proposing the idea, but whatever they go with, if this ever happens, which it probably won't, but whatever they go with, I'm sure it'll be awesome and have me going crazy.
Okay, Mrs. Puff, what's my final score? 6.
While I was kind of on the subject of Microsoft, let's move to Sony, and honestly, it's probably more likely we get like 10 more Microsoft characters than even one more Sony character. That doesn't include Crash or Spyro, as Sony doesn't own them, but unfortunately this does include Nathan Drake, who happens to be number 6. Let's be real, when you think of Master Parkour Badass Video Game Dude, which is oddly specific, but you think Nathan Drake, or at least you should. He has an assortment of guns and his grappling hook, and a lot of little gadgets to choose from. Nathan Drake would be an awesome addition, but will probably never happen. But he'd fit in sort of like a Solid Snake sort of way, which would be cool.
Oh, chills. Literal chills.
It was number 5. Number 5 is my brother.
Oh my god, I forgot about.
Now, I really like the addition of Ryu, Ken, and Terry, and I really wouldn't mind seeing another fighting game franchise get represented. I've heard people talk about the possibilities of Scorpion, much like myself from Mortal Kombat, or Heihachi from Tekken, but these are supposed to be outlandish characters, and those would be a little too predictable to include on the list. And Akira from Virtua Fighter would be cool, but he's already an assist trophy, so he won't be making the list. However, let's have another anime swordsman, because why not? And represent BlazBlue, none other than Ragna the Blood Edge. To be quite honest, Ragna might actually be the most likely out of everyone on this list, just because he just doesn't seem too far-fetched, at least when you compare him to the other characters on the list. I mean, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle is on the Switch, but he's not the most likely. There are other characters probably higher on the list that people are thinking about at least than this game being represented. However, BlazBlue is a really good fighting game franchise and is done by the masters, at least the recent one is done by the masters over at Arc System Works. Ragna's a fighting game character too, so his moveset is pretty much there. I would love to see this happen, but it probably never will.
7, 5. Number 4.
Okay, look at this chart. Kinda outdated because, yeah, but just look at it. This is a list of the most popularly requested Smash characters from the US, Japan, and Europe. Look at Europe's number 7. Yup, Heavy from Team Fortress 2. Now you might say that this is going against a rule, as people obviously are thinking about whether or not Heavy can be in Smash, but I've not heard a single person mention the likelihood of Heavy being in Smash. And to be honest, it's pretty slim. I mean, I don't see Valve wanting to make a third entry in any of their series. Yeah, haha meme. But if that's the case, do you really think they're gonna let one of their characters in Smash? Especially one with, you know, gunny guns? He is cartoony enough to work. I mean, just look at him. But there are so many hurdles in his way. Want to know a game franchise that probably should have something on the Switch by now? And if it does, let me know. Grand Theft Auto. I'm not saying GTA 5, as that game is huge for the Switch, but maybe a remaster or a port of like 3 or 4 or Vice City or San Andreas. We're going to look at a character from that last one, San Andreas. That character is, of course, CJ. He kind of seems to be the most popular GTA character out of all the games, maybe next to the characters from 5 or Big Smoke. I mean, come on, with that large order, how can you go wrong? And I've seen some pretty funny and interesting looking mods that put CJ in Smash. Plus he's got, you know, his gun, which is a little too gunny, but whatever. And he's got jetpack, you know? Jetpack in GTA. That was awesome. I'm not saying this will happen, much like everyone else on the list. It's the whole point of the list. But if it does, the internet might blow up.
What kind of pencil do we take again?
Number 2. Take a number 2.
Looks like you took a big number.
Konami likes making money, so I wouldn't say it's too out of the question to include another character from their company. One very awesome IP of theirs that they've done nothing with except for cancel a game and turn it into a pachinko machine is Silent Hill. And while it's more likely we'll get one of the main characters from that series, if anyone from there, imagine if we got the Pyramid Head. Basically, the Pyramid Head is a vicious killer that runs around killing people with a, well, pyramid on its head. And, well, a sword. I know, it's very dark for a game like Smash, with Nintendo's biggest icons. I mean, just imagine putting this guy against Kirby, Pikachu, Villager, Ness, Isabelle. You can't do that. I'm not entirely sure how the Pyramid Head would work as a playable character, but just imagine him being in Smash. Just the thought of that.
I'm Luigi, number 1.
Now, earlier when I said I would like to see Nathan Drake in Smash as like a wild card, outlandish pick, I don't want him in Smash. At least as much as I want Kratos in Smash. This would absolutely break the internet, as, I mean, it's Sony, but also, look at Kratos, and, yeah, he doesn't really look like a character that would fit in Smash. Like, at all, but that's kind of the fun of it. I prefer the new Kratos, and by the sounds of things, it seems like everyone else does. So it should be that one if Kratos were to be in Smash. And there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with the moveset using the axe. Kratos would be an awesome pick for Smash, but very, very, very unlikely. But that's why he's number 1. So that was my list of a more unique top 10 kind of wish list. Yeah, I do know these 10 characters are very likely not gonna happen. This is just a list for fun. It was just characters I want, knowing that they have very slim chances of being in Smash. That being said, do you have any characters like I listed that you want to list, let me know in the comments below. And that'll be it for this video. Be sure to like this video, come subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.